Welcome back to Unveiled Oracle and Tarot. Today's episode is very exciting as we are going to be taking an early peek at the new Spiritual Meeting of Birds Oracle. This is the latest creation of Arin Murphy-Hiscock, who brought us the Green Witch's Oracle deck in 2023, as well as several popular book titles like The House Witch, The Green Witch's Garden, The Kitchen Witch, The Secret Meaning of Birds, and so many more. She's a household name in modern Wicca, which is why I'm super excited to explore her latest work. That said, let's go ahead and get into it. So often we hear the expression, never judge a book by its cover. That doesn't always apply to tarot and oracle cards. Personally, I like to see a lot of artwork on these boxes. Images of the cards are even better. This box has a lot of thematic artwork. The imagery itself on the box and on the cards are actually pulled by and large from different Audubon publications between 1981 and 2008. They're laid out here in a clean design, and I really dig the raised lettering of the title. On the back, we have a comprehensive summary alongside a nod to the author's previous works. No card images, but I think those familiar with the author kind of know what to expect, so in this particular instance, that wouldn't be a concern for me. All of that said, my favorite feature of the box is this bottom edge here. Typically, either piece of our deck box has 4 sides and a top and bottom. This is an additional angled edge, and I'm not sure if it's this feature or if it's just the finish of the paper, but this box is so much easier to open than so many others in my collection. Either way, it's a nice touch that kind of adds to the overall premium feel. Inside, it's exactly what you'd expect. To be greeted first by the guide, and then the cards, whose backs are covered in a simple but clean foliage pattern. And I know this is such a small detail, but I love how the inside color of the box is a very vivid robin's egg blue, while the faces of the cards have the same sky blue vignetting as the cover. Moreover, if we crack open the guide, you can see that the color of the pages is likewise carried over. All of these are small details, but if this isn't your first time on the channel, then you know how obsessed I am with cohesion between the various elements of a deck. So this is sending me, but I digress. This is just the high-level view of the box and its contents, and already we have references to all the things we associate with the lives of birds. Eggs, the sky, and trees. I think the true takeaway here is how all of these small choices reveal the deep level of care and intention that went into the deck's creation. This is, of course, further evidenced in the guide, which I'm very excited to share with you. As you may have noticed, this particular guide is a bit larger than the standard, which is nice. It's very sturdy without being stiff. I don't feel like this binding is in any danger of cracking regardless of how far I open it. The pages are lightweight, but feel every bit as durable as the binding. I like a beefier guide with full color images, plenty of spreads, and little details, which this book certainly has. So we're going to go through the top features that really stuck out to me that I think anyone working with this deck will appreciate. Starting with the table of contents. Here, we see the guide is divided into 3 parts, each with different focuses that are further delineated by chapters. It's a neatly organized single-page reference, and speaking of references, I want to skip to the back where the index is located, containing a list of all the cards by name in alphabetical order with the corresponding page number for where its attributes can be found. Everyone does this a little differently. Some decks use a card numbering system, some are ordered by suit, and some guidebooks rely on huge images to make the card attributes easier to find when flipping through the pages. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the card numbering system, but indexes like this are a close second. Another key feature of this deck are its spreads. There are a total of 6, including a 1-card draw, a past, present, future, and then 4 thematic spreads that are perfectly attuned to the subject of the oracle. The nest offers insights for building a nurturing and supportive home foundation. The elements is a 5-card spread for finding wisdom in the forces of nature. The tree, which also featured in the Green Witch's Oracle, explores the root of a problem. And finally, the migration spread explores shift in life from one state to another and offers insights and guidance through change. Note the flying V formation. Suffice it to say that when I open any themed deck, whether it's an oracle like this or a licensed tarot deck like Beetlejuice, I really do expect to find some sort of twist on spreads, and it's always a little disappointing when that detail goes overlooked. It's not the case here, and you really do love to see it. One final detail of this guide that I found interesting lives in the attributes for the cards. Note that there are no reversed meanings, but that does give the author room to include instead a little note on where each type of bird is commonly found. I point this out because I can easily envision how this deck might become a quick companion to those that find themselves on park benches with binoculars and field guides dedicated to their hobby. That said, I am ready to do a little bird watching of our own, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the cards with a nice relaxing flip through. I hope you all enjoyed this special preview of the Spiritual Meaning of Birds Oracle. This advanced copy was provided by the publisher, Simon & Schuster, but, as always, my thoughts are my own. And I'd love to know what you think of this latest release from Arin Murphy-Hiscock. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.